Good evening, viewers. You're watching news at 9 p.m. on Song TV, where the nation turns for truth, clarity, and impact. This is not just news, this is the pulse of the nation. Stay connected, follow us on Facebook at Song TV, and stream live on YouTube at Song TV Live. Here is what's making headlines tonight. The chairman of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, Ola Olukoyede, has disclosed that 18 sitting governors are currently under investigations for alleged financial misconduct. President Bola Tinubu arrived in Ogun State on Sunday to attend the 8-day prayer for the late Awujale of Ijebu-Land, Oba Sikiru Adetona, who passed away at 91 and was buried according to Islamic rites. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project and 4 Nigerians have sued President Bola Tinubu's government at the ECOWAS court over its failure to publish the forensic audit report of the Niger Delta Development Commission. International news. Pope Leo XIV condemned the ongoing war in Gaza as barbaric and criticized the indiscriminate use of force, following reports that at least 73 Palestinians were killed while waiting for food. Business news. The Dangote Petroleum Refinery in Lagos is undergoing an upgrade to increase its production capacity from 650,000 barrels per day to 700,000 barrels per day. Entertainment news. Founder of Netflix, Jamilu Abdulsalam Hajjaj, has warned that the suspensions of 22 House of Films by the Kano State Censorship Board could further damage the already struggling Kannywood industry. Sport news. Ikorodu City will face Smart City in the finals of the Echo International Cup on Sunday at Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Lagos, after both teams topped their respective groups. I am Bridget James, and now the news in full. The chairman of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, Ola Olukoyede, has disclosed that 18 sitting governors are currently under investigations for alleged financial misconduct. Speaking at a sensitization event in Lagos, he said those found culpable would be prosecuted after their tenure ends. He cited a former governor already under EFCC probe, who fled to the UK and was arrested there after spraying pounds at a party. Olukoyede also urged entertainers and financial stakeholders to join the fight against Naira abuse, which he described as unlawful and costly. He revealed that 100 billion Naira in recovered proceeds have been redirected to government programs, including student loan and skill centers. His remark follows a 2024 Supreme Court ruling affirming the EFCC's authority to investigate all levels of government. President Bola Tinubu arrived in Ogun State on Sunday to attend the 8-day prayer for the late Awujale of Ijebu-Land, Oba Sikiru Adetona, who passed away at 91 and was buried according to Islamic rites. Accompanied by First Lady Oluremi Tinubu, the president was received at Gateway International Airport, Iperu, by Governor Dapo Abiodun, chairman of the Governors Forum, Abdurrahman Abdulrazak, and other Southwest governors. The prayer is being held at the Dipo Dino International Stadium in Ijebu-Ode.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. May the soul of our father rest in peace. May the blessing of Allah be on all of you. Today marks a very great day in the history of our nation, and particularly the history of our race, the Yoruba race. And you can't find any further definition, further away of our culture. If you go further from Awujale, you will learn a lot. To me, standing before you today, I thank God Almighty that I stand before you as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Our history will not have been completed carefully and richly if I'd failed the last election. I was successful because of your support and the blessing of late Awujale. I came to him, he blessed me. And he said, you will win that election. Go ahead. Today is no more. It's gone. God has blessed us. If listening to the richness of his wisdom expounded by His Excellency Dapo, Governor of Ogun State, Oyinbo pọ̀. Well, I won't bring out its other title. Ọ̀kan lọmọ eléyìí of Ogun State. Well, at this stage, I must mention clearly how much I thank you for taking care of our father. He is our leader of conscience, tradition, and a great value. He brought pride, dignity, and honor to the Yoruba race. I'm extremely proud of him. He was always there at that time of need for all of us. I could recount the June 12th episode, our protest then, our episode in his palace, our foray, our resistance, our determination to reverse the annulment of June 12th. Papa was steadfast, was resolute, was very encouraging. That he lived to see the calendar as a 91-year-old person, to be honored at his 90th birthday with the Grand Commander of Niger. I am very honored. I'm proud to even go through that motion and the emotional attachment that I have with him. Very honest, very bold, very courageous, very truthful. It will not deceive you.
Suspected member of the Iceland cult group have killed Chief Ferdinand Dabiru, Vice Chairman of the Obele Community Council of Chiefs in Rivers State. The attack occurred during a chief's meeting on Saturday in Omoke Village, Omohua local government area. Eyewitnesses said the assailants, led by a cultist known as Cairo, arrived on a motorbike, shot Dabiru twice, and fled. The incident caused panic, forcing residents to flee. The victim's son confirmed the report, and police have launched an investigation, pledging to bring the killer to justice. 3 suspected kidnappers posing as cyclists to surveil and abduct residents have been arrested in Abelu along the Idofian axis of Kwara State. The suspects were apprehended on Friday by Ilorin South Local Government Council Security Initiative following intelligence reports. A bicycle allegedly used in their operations was recovered. Authorities believe the suspects are part of a larger kidnapping syndicate. They have been handed over to the police for further investigations. Council Chairman Nuhu Majid Pado praised the operations and urged residents to remain vigilant. Police Commissioner Adekimi Ojo confirmed the arrest and ongoing investigation. The Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project and 4 Nigerians have sued President Bola Tinubu's government at the ECOWAS court over its failure to publish the forensic audit report of the Niger Delta Development Commission. The audit, ordered by former President Muhammadu Buhari, allegedly uncovered 6 trillion naira in missing funds between 2001 and 2019. The plaintiff argued that withholding the report violates their right to access public information and undermine transparency, accountability, and rule of law. They are seeking a court order compelling the government to release the report and implement measures to curb corruption in the NDDC. No hearing date has been set. The federal government has begun constructing a 35-kilometer route to connect Nigeria with Cameroon, a project valued at 70 billion naira, designed to build trade, mobility, and regional cooperation. The cross-border route is part of broader efforts to enhance economic integration in the sub-region. Engineer Danjuma Ortiz of the Federal Ministry of Works is supervising the project, with updates indicating steady progress and a focus on quality, safety, and timely completion. The initiative is expected to strengthen bilateral ties and improve access for communities in both countries.
The road construction spanning 35 kilometers from Gembu, the headquarters of Sardauna local government area of Taraba State, to Lip Village, a border community between Nigeria and the Republic of Cameroon, is sponsored by the federal government to enhance bilateral relationship between the two countries. The road project, which is estimated to cost over 70 billion naira, will be a rigid pavement using concrete.
It's a project that is awarded for 30 months. So far, if you take from January 13th to this period, it's just less than about 6 months thereabout. And they've already achieved more than 16% of the project pace, with a time lapse of less than 15%. It's a rigid pavement, which is a concrete road. And we trust that we'll see how it goes too.
Yes, no.
Governor Agbu Kefas is leading a delegation from the state government to inspect the ongoing construction work.
coming in here today and I've seen what they have done, at least temporarily, to be able to keep the project on, to get to the completion, I have every confidence that they will give the best.
The roads and the rivers were considered as death traps for commuters, forcing students from Nigeria to go to the Republic of Cameroon to study.
The significance of this particular road to our area, one, it has opened our area for international business, bilateral relationship between Nigeria and Cameroon, and also it has given our people the sense of belonging.
It's going to link not just the Mambila Plateau or Sardauna local government or Taraba state to Cameroon, but it's going to be a major link between Nigeria and Cameroon. With the funding that the president gave, we were so happy that this is one road in this country that has experienced one of the fastest construction.
In terms of economic benefits, even now, most of our business here will link with Cameroon. So immediately this road is open, we will have access to all the international business with Cameroon.
The governor is urging the construction firm to construct schools in the area as its corporate social responsibility to discourage Nigerian children from attending schools in Cameroon.
Farmers in Southern Plateau are raising concern over prolonged drought and inadequate rainfall affecting groups across 6 local government areas: Wase, Langtang North, Langtang South, Minkang, Shendam, and Kwangpang for nearly 30 days. Communities have experienced little to no rain, leading to wilting and discolored crops. Farmers fear significant losses as many crops have not reached maturity. The situation, attributed to mid-season drought, follows early predictions by weather agencies of reduced rainfall in northern Nigeria. Many are hoping for rain soon to salvage the farming season and avert a potential food crisis. The Police Service Commission has urged retired police officers to cancel their planned nationwide protests over pension concern and return to the negotiation table, describing the move as ill-timed and counterproductive. PSC spokesperson Ikechukwu Ani said the Commission chairman Hasim Ogungu has consistently advocated for reforms in the police pension scheme. The retirees, supported by activities including Omoyede Sowore, are protesting what they describe as a discriminatory pension structure. The PSC emphasized that the matter is already being addressed by relevant government agencies and warned that the protest could disrupt national stability. The executive chairman of Yola North local government area, Barrister Jibril Jimeta, alongside council members, visited 13 trafficked children recently rescued in the Jambutu Asorok area. The victims, now receiving care at the specialist hospital in Yola, also received a visit from Adamawa State. Deputy Governor Professor Kaletakpe Farauta, representing the state government, Jimeta donated cash and food items, while the Deputy Governor extended financial aid and relief materials. The visit underscored the government's commitment to child protection and humanitarian support. Yola North Local Government Secretary Maulud Ishang called for greater community vigilance to prevent future trafficking incidents. Some TV correspondent Ojoma Yusuf has the details.
The executive chairman of Yola North Local Government Area of Adamawa State, Barrister Jibril Jimeta, has recently visited the 13 children rescued after being trafficked from Jambutu Asorok area here in Yola North Local Government. The victims, who were currently receiving medical care at the specialist hospital Yola, were also visited by the Deputy Governor of Adamawa State, Professor Kalitapuro George Farauta, representing the state government. In a show of compassion and solidarity, Chairman Jibril Jimeta donated cash and food items to each of the victims. The Deputy Governor, on behalf of the state government, also extended financial assistance and relief materials to support the children and their families during their recovery. Barrister Jibril's gestures reflect a strong sense of duty and empathy, underscoring his administration's commitment to humanitarian service and responsive leadership in times of crisis. The Secretary of the Yola North Local Government, Maulud Ishaq, also shed more light on the incidents during the visit, emphasizing the need for continued vigilance and community cooperation to prevent future occurrences.
From workers in that area that are mostly affected with this child abuse. So immediately I received a report. I called the chairman, tell him that this is what is happening. Immediately summoned a security meeting where the member of Yola North was also invited. They discussed at length what happened and what to do. There and then, the chairman and member flew into actions and then went to police headquarters to find out what actually happened and what the advice from the police. So immediately they were informed of what happened and what is expected of them to do as leaders. They immediately swing into actions, and the result is what we have seen today. 13 were missing and 13 were seen. Well, first of all, I will call on parents to be very careful with their roads, ensure that they know the movement of their children. And then the relevant authorities, that is the security agencies, they are doing their best, but they should at least improve on what they are doing. That means by checking the movement of vehicles from here to other parts of the country.
Ojoma Yusuf, Som TV News, Yola.
Kebbi State lawmakers have come under fire for donating 25 vehicles to the Tinubu Kauratu Them campaign group ahead of the 2027 election. Each of the 25 House members reportedly contributed and upheld Zafira vehicles valued between 3.5 million naira and 6 million naira to support President Bola Tinubu and Governor Nasir Idris' re-election bid. Speaker Mohammed Usman Zuru, he said the donation fulfilled a pledge and reflected the lawmakers' backing of APC-led governments. However, civil society group and opposition parties condemned the move as wasteful and insensitive, citing widespread poverty and insecurity in the state. Critics argue the resources should have been used to address pressing community needs. The TKT campaign group confirmed it has received 70 vehicles so far and pledged to use them strictly for campaign purposes. Farmers in Benue State are expressing renewed optimism as high-yield seed varieties and eco-friendly agricultural input introduced at a seed and input fair in Makurdi promise to boost productivity and income. Organized by the International Institute of Tropical Agriculture in partnership with Joseph Sarwang Tarka University, the event showcased improved seeds such as drought-resistant cowpea, early maturing maize, and export-quality legumes. Participants praised the initiative for exposing them to commercial farming techniques and linking them with stakeholders in the agricultural value chain. Experts at the event highlighted the importance of certified seeds, ongoing research breakthroughs, and the seeds for farmers to adapt to looming drought conditions. Authorities and agricultural organizations called for greater awareness and adoptions of these innovations to enhance food security and profitability. Let's take a brief commercial break. When we return, we have more updates for you. Please don't go away.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride, your way.
Welcome back. We're glad you're still here with us. Coming up next are the international business, sport, and entertainment news. On the international news, Pope Leo XIV condemned the ongoing war in Gaza as barbaric and criticized the indiscriminate use of force, following reports that at least 73 Palestinians were killed while waiting for food. Gaza's health ministry stated most that occurred in the north, with 67 reportedly shot by Israeli forces near the Zikim crossing. The UN World Food Programme confirmed its convoy forced heavy gunfire shortly after entering Gaza. Israel military claimed it fired on a crowd deemed a threat, while hospitals reported dozens of casualties. New evacuations orders in central Gaza triggered fear of expanded operations near Deir al-Balah, where many displaced civilians and suspected hostages are located. Pope Leo also expressed grief over an Israeli strike on Gaza's only Catholic church that killed 3 people. Meanwhile, UNRWA accused Israel of starving civilians by restricting aid access and reiterated calls to lift the blockade. Over 58,000 Palestinians have died in the conflict since October 2023. On business news, the Dangote Petroleum Refinery in Lagos is undergoing an upgrade to increase its production capacity from 650,000 barrels per day to 700,000 barrels per day. Alhaji Aliko Dangote, president of the Dangote Group, disclosed this during a tour of the refinery. He explained that ongoing modification expected to be completed by the 4th quarter of 2025. They have limited the refinery from reaching full capacity this year. Dangote noted that the residual fluid catalytic cracking unit is currently operating at 85% capacity, with other components surpassing expectation. He also revealed that the refinery purchased 19 million barrels of crude from the U.S. between June and July 2025, meeting about 55% of its crude supply needs. Reflecting on the journey of building the 20 billion naira refinery, Dangote said the project was more complex than anticipated, but its completion demonstrates that nothing is impossible. He added that the venture was crucial to Africa's energy independence, citing widespread fuel importation across the continent and the collapse of several refineries, including in South Africa. Dangote accused foreign interests of undermining African industries through import strategies and reaffirms the group's commitment to strengthening regional self-sufficiency. Entertainment news. Founder of Netflix, Jamilu Abdulsalam Hajjaj, has warned that the suspension of 22 House of Films by the Kano State Censorship Board could further damage the already struggling Kannywood industry. In an interview, Hajjaj criticized the board's punitive approach and lack of developmental plans, noting that the industry has declined due to ban, neglect, and absence of institutional support. He also faulted prominent figures like Ali Nuhu and Rahama Sadao for failing to use their national role to support Kannywood. Hajjaj emphasized the need for reform, investment in creative infrastructure, and stronger industry leadership to save the industry from collapse. On sport news, Ikorodu City will face Smart City in the finals of the Eco International Cup on Sunday at Mobolaji Johnson Arena, Lagos. After both teams topped their respective groups, Smart City advanced with 6 points from Group B, including a notable 1-0 win over Remo Stars. Ikorodu City finished Group A with 4 points, aided by a walkover win against Rivers United after their opponents abandoned the match. Remo Stars and Rivers United, who placed first and second in the recent NPFL season, will compete for third place. Rivers United described the tournament as vital preparation for upcoming season and continental duties. Organizers held the competition high level, noting that it successfully tested squads and tactics ahead of the new season, with Ikorodu City seeking silverware and Smart City riding strong form. The final promises an exciting conclusion to pre-season tournament alongside a high-stake third-place clash between NPFL heavyweights. And that brings us to the end of the news at 9 p.m. for today. Stay tuned for more engaging programs and updates. I'm Bridget James. Thank you for watching and goodbye for now.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride your way.
In today's